Looking for affordable and engaging coding education? Here's just a snippet from one of our recent webinars. Visit thehaugengroup.com to shop Haugen Academy and learn more about what makes Haugen different.
Hey, Emily, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask a question here quick. So I understand that annual physical code selection is based on whether the patient is new or established. But what if the patient is already known to the provider because, say, they came in for a specific health problem, but not their annual physical? So then the provider sees them again for their actual physical. Would we use a new or established preventative visit code? Because after all, the patient has never had a preventative visit with that provider before.
Yeah, that is a really good question. And that would be actually established is what you would use. The official definition of an established patient is an individual who receives professional services from a physician or MPP or another physician of the same specialty who belongs to the same group practice within the previous 3 years. So that definition would lead us to use the established preventive code since that patient has already received a billed professional service from that provider. And while we're kind of on this topic, I'm going to hit on this real quick. Let's address those visits where the patient is here to establish care. This is something that seems to commonly pop up in primary care notes, and it really kind of bugs me a little bit. These are the notes where a patient is seeing a new doctor for the first time, and the chief complaint simply says, patient here to establish care. Well, what are we supposed to do with that? It's not really a visit type. So is it an annual physical, a preventive annual physical visit, or is it a new patient office visit? And that question pops up often. And what I would say is if the patient is new and really they're there to discuss or address and establish a record of existing conditions with their new doctor, that would point to the visit really being a new patient office visit with those conditions being addressed as the chief complaint. And that should be reasonably insinuated from the HPI that is taken. If there are truly no complaints, then this visit really should be an annual physical exam with all the appropriate elements performed and documented. And then if it's just a true meet and greet type situation, that's not like a 5-minute, hey, I'm your doctor, hey, how you doing? No problems or no annual physical is done. That's not a billable visit. So I usually try to provide feedback to my providers when I see that, when they put here to establish care, that's not really a valid visit type.